Hi, everybody, and welcome to Barrie Baycats Year in Review. I'm Ben Davy along with Julius Hern. You know, these winter months are so long and so hard to get through. If you're like us, you're already starving for baseball. So we got a ways to go before the snow melts at Vintage Throne Stadium. We're going to take you through some of the best moments from the 2023 season. These are the 10 most unforgettable moments of the year.
Yeah, it was an exciting year for the Barrie Baycats. 26 wins on the season. That's the best record so far this decade. Just 2 wins away from the IBL title, but plenty of reason for fans to believe they'll be in contention again in 2024.
Let's get right to the highlights, and we begin with our number 10 moment. It came on July the 21st at Labatt Park in London. Down 2-0 to the Majors early in the ball game, the Baycats hit 3 home runs in the bottom of the second inning. Malik Williams, Hayden Jaco, and Avery Tuck all went deep off starter Julio Goff to put Barrie on top 4-2. The Majors lineup was equally potent off Barrie starter Evan Souls, and it was 7-6 London after 6 innings.
The 1-1. Tuck drives that one. Right center field with some pop, going back, looking up, and that ball is gone. The third home.
In the top of the 7th, the Baycats loaded the bases, and rookie Josh Cote came to the plate to face left-hander Jared Lund. Here's London announcer Dylan Baker with the call.
Corners are in, and Cote smashes one to left field. Joseph looking up, and it's a grand slam. Josh Cote, a go-ahead grand slam to put the Barrie Baycats ahead in this one, 10-7.
And he knew it as soon as that one left the bat.
What an amazing rookie year for catcher Josh Cote. Time and time again, he came through in those big moments, just like that one. And he had 3 walks in that game. Just a perfect example on how dangerous IBL pitchers know him to be. The grand slam put Barrie on top 10-7. And they'd win that game 14-10, a wild one in London. On to moment number 9. May 21st against Brantford. It was a Sunday afternoon at Vintage Throne Stadium. Just the second game of the season for the Baycats. Christian Mullen, the scheduled starting pitcher, had to leave the ballgame after just 5 pitches. An arm injury took him out of the ballgame and out of action completely for 2.5 months. In the 7th inning, up 1-0, Starlin Rodriguez does his first bat flip since returning to the Baycats. A 2-run blast over the left field wall to put Barrie up 3-0. But the story of this game was Baycats' emergency relief pitcher Evan Souls. After the injury to Mullen, Souls got his arm ready in a hurry and not only came into the game, he finished it, working 8 1/3 brilliant shutout innings en route to a 7-2 win.
A spectacular relief outing for the Baycat right hand.
Just an amazing way for Evan Souls to start the season, especially since he came into the game in such unpredictable fashion. Throws 113 pitches, 9 strikeouts, only 2 hits in the game. 2 earned runs, and both of those came in the 9th inning with a 7-0 lead. That brings us to moment number 8, and it happened where so many memorable battles have been fought over the years between the Baycats and the Maple Leafs. Christie Pitts in Toronto, August 2nd. It was a Wednesday evening. Not a great night for either starter. Jesse Hodges for the Leafs gave up a lot of runs early, as did Baycats starter Jeffrey Nunez, wearing the jersey of teammate Juan Benitez on this night due to a uniform issue. Toronto would pull ahead to a 7-3 lead and was up 8-6 going into the 9th. Josh Cote delivered with a couple of big RBIs to put Barrie on top. Here's Toronto's Gus Cousins with the call.
Tying run at third, go-ahead run on second. 0-1 at the count to Cote. Here's the pitch from Valdez. Swung on, ripped into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. The tying run will score. The go-ahead run will score. The throw-in from Dutton and the Barrie Baycats, in a turn of events, have taken the lead, 9-7.
So many incredible late-inning comebacks have happened both ways over the years between the Leafs and Baycats. This one went Barrie's way. That 6-run 9th inning was the difference in a 12-10 come-from-behind win for Barrie, improving their record to 5-0 over the Leafs. They win the next matchup, too, going a perfect 6-0 against the Maple Leafs this season. Moment number 7 for the Baycats on our list came on September 3rd at home, Game 2 of the IBL semifinals. The game was tied 2-2 in the top of the 8th inning. With 2 on, nobody out, Chris Cox came on in relief. On the first pitch, home plate umpire Chris Walters ruled that Liam Wilson had been hit by the pitch, and in a bizarre occurrence, Wilson argued with the umpire that the ball didn't hit him, wanting the at-bat to continue. Walters directed Wilson to first, loading the bases.
But This is just strange.
This is very strange.
I don't know why Wilson wouldn't just take the call and head to first base with a smirk.
I mean, even if it didn't hit him, the umpire's giving you a free base. The very next pitch hit Raul Gonzalez, who appeared to lean into the ball as it struck him in the elbow, bringing home a run.
And nobody is complaining about that. The Panthers are on top 3-2, and Josh Matlow is livid.
Manager Josh Matlow was ejected from the game, and Kitchener would take a 4-2 lead into the bottom of the 8th inning.
Chris Walters just gave the Baycat manager a heave-ho.
Matlow's clearly arguing that Gonzalez leaned into that pitch. The Baycats had their managers back, though. Here's Starlin Rodriguez with the bases loaded in the bottom half of the inning.
Bases loaded, 4-2 Kitchener. Here's the pitch, swing, and it goes under the glove of the third baseman, and it's into right field. Here's the play at the plate, it hits the runner, a two-run score.
Then, Branfy Infante came up with Barrie ahead 5-4 to add some insurance.
And through into left field. Here comes Rodriguez, right behind him is Tuck as the ball is dropped by Ruiz, and the Baycats add 2 more. Listen to this crowd at Vintage Throne Stadium. Bedlam as the Baycats get their biggest lead of the afternoon.
Still get chills just rewatching that game. The energy at Vintage Throne Stadium was absolutely off the charts. There was a little bit of this, the umps are out to get us vibe in the ballpark as well, but if Kitchener wins that game, the momentum shifts right back to them, and who knows, could have definitely affected the outcome of the series. We're running through the top 10 Baycats moments of 2023. This is moment number 6. Most of the league knew that winning a championship in 2023 was going to require getting past the Welland Jackfish. After all, a 13-game winning streak put them in first place early in the season, and they were 25-8 heading into this matchup against Barrie. One Baycat who didn't seem intimidated by the Jackfish at all was their ace starting pitcher, Frank Garcia. After a no decision against Welland in his first appearance of the year, he won his next 2 starts against the Jackfish and took a 4-0 lead into the 9th inning of this masterful performance on August 5th in Springwater.
Biggest crowd of the year at Vintage Throne Stadium. Ready, here's the pitch. It's a fly ball, deep center field. Canisijo goes back, he sees it, and he's got it! And the Barrie Baycats win today by a score of 4-0.
A complete game shutout for Garces, allowing just 3 hits and a walk. When you think about how strong that Welland lineup is, it's almost hard to believe that this game only lands at number 6 on our list. But we have even bigger moments to get to. This is number 5. On September 5th at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener, the Baycats found themselves 1 win away from a trip to the IBL Finals. Up 2-0 in the best-of-5 series, Jeffrey Nunez took the ball in Game 3, and he got a nice lead to work with early. In the second inning, the Baycats loaded the bases on Panthers starter Christian Hawk, and Canisijo came to the dish. Here's Kitchener's Mark Perry with the call.
The 1-0, and he gets a piece. It's popped up deep to center field, all the way back, and over the fence it goes! A grand slam home run for Canisijo, make it 5-0 Barrie. That one hung up there very long and just went over the 380 sign.
Canisijo, the unlikely hero here in this inning with the grand slam. That ball just hung up in the air and just kept drifting. There's no wind, so I don't know what pulled it out of this ballpark.
Everyone, including the announcers, sounded totally shocked by how far that ball carried. But what a time for Canisijo to hit a grand slam. The Panthers held tough into the 7th inning, trailing 6-4. The lead still very much in reach, but the Baycats tacked on 2 more for an 8-4 win, and they would sweep the series against the Panthers 3-0. Let's keep the list going. Here's the number 4 moment of the Baycats 2023 season. May 18th at Vintage Throne Stadium, a Thursday night, and the season opener versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Still sitting on a heartbreaking collapse that ended their playoff series against the Leafs the year before, the Baycats were determined to start 2023 off on a winning note. But the first 8 innings of this one certainly didn't go as planned. Toronto took a 10-6 lead into the 9th, and much of the crowd got an early jump on the traffic home. But the Baycats weren't done.
Was unable to come up with the ball cleanly, and that one hits Maria, and the bases are loaded, and the tying run comes to the plate. First pitch to catcher Josh Cote on the way. He swings and he drives it into left field for a base hit. Over the glove of Benicio. In to pick it up is Ishihara, the throw in. Everybody will stay put. It brings a run home. And it's a 10-7 ball game. Anderson at third, Maria at second, Cote at first. Nowhere to put Rodriguez. Ball four and another run comes in. One out, bases are loaded. Royce Ando to the plate. And this one through into left field. And it's going to bring in a pair of runs. We have a 10-10 tie. 10-10. Bottom of the ninth, pitch to Rio, swing, and a base hit to center field! Here comes Rodriguez, and the Baycats win it on opening day! A first pitch walk-off game-winning hit off the bat of Ryan Rio tonight, sending these fans home happy. And what a finish.
Ryan Rio, unbelievable. 4 for 6 and drives in the winning run. Such a great example of the resiliency of the Baycats team. They just never seem to be out of any ball game, especially against Toronto. We are now into the top 3 moments of the 2023 Baycats season. August 17th, and once again, a big moment for the Baycats against their Highway 400 rival, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Third inning, score tied at 3, and Kenice Icho rewrote the Baycats history books with his 26th and final stolen base of the season.
Green, he's leaning, he goes. Here's the pitch, it's high, the throw down, the slide, and he is safe. Had to hold the call for just a second, just to make sure, but he got in underneath the tag, according to third base umpire Preston Hughes. That was a close one.
Wow, Kenice Icho made such a huge impact on this team in so many ways. Surpassing legendary base stealers like Glenn Jackson and Kevin Atkinson is a massive accomplishment. Just as impressive as that was the fact that Kenice Icho started off the season with a streak of 13 successful steals, and he was only thrown out twice in 28 attempts. An unbelievable season for Kenice Icho. We're almost there. Here is the number 2 moment of the Baycats 2023 season. August 18th in London, Ryan Rio drove in his 48th run of the regular season and it put him in the Baycats record book as the franchise all-time single-season RBI leader. It came in the 7th inning with 2 on and Robert Mackey on the mound. Here's London's Reese Dumani with the call.
Situation kind of calls for an infield fly here. Get a pop-up on the infield. Strikeout works as well, but if you can get a double play, runner at third, 2 outs. I think that's best case scenario for any situation. This ball is hit on the ground. It's fair. Off the glove of McGee. Run coming home. The throw is not in time. Odd scoring. Rodriguez to third. Rio with an RBI single. Runners at the corners. None out.
London would hold on for a 6-5 win, but the story of this one was Ryan Rio's final RBI of the regular season, solidifying the franchise mark previously held by Kevin Atkinson, Jordan Castaldo, and Kyle DeGrace at 47. Kitchener's Raul Gonzalez was the IBL's leader in 2023 with 54.
Yeah, the Baycats in the majors had some really tough battles last season. 3 of their 6 games, including this one, were decided by just 1 run. And now, here we are with the number 1 moment of the 2023 season. July 12th in Toronto, the Barrie Baycats execute their first ever triple play in franchise history. Score tied 3-3, bottom of the 11th inning, nobody out and the bases loaded. Jordan Castaldo comes to the plate and he hits a line drive to first base. Here's Toronto's Thomas West with the call.
The 1-1 to Jordan Castaldo. And he hits one to first. And the double play's applied, but the run comes in. No, it's going to be a triple play. It didn't bounce. And oh my goodness. The Barrie Baycats just turned a triple play in the bottom of the 11th. And I don't think anyone knew it until the play had fully developed. That ball was caught on a line, and that is a miracle. Brad Grieveson just worked at a bases loaded, nobody out, 2 innings in a row.
Really an incredible moment. The defense was playing in to cut off a potential winning run at home plate. Just to break it down, Hayden Jaco made the catch, reaching across to his right to make the grab. Then he moved quickly back and to his left to tag out base runner Dan Mara, who then dove back to the bag. Jaco dove as well and then got Mara with the tag on the right leg. When Jaco got up, his teammates alerted him that Ryan Dos Santos had come home from third in an attempt to score the winning run, but he was unaware that the ball was caught as a line drive. Dos Santos had already crossed home plate, and with what he thought would be the winning run, Jaco had all the time in the world to throw to Carson Burns at third base to complete the triple play.
Excellent description of that play. Also interesting to note, Jordan Castaldo, the Maple Leaf who hit into that triple play, has played more combined games for both the Maple Leafs and the Baycats combined than any other player in IBL history. And we should point this out as well, the triple play ended the second consecutive inning for reliever Brad Grieveson having to work out of bases loaded, nobody out situations. I mean, you could watch a lifetime of baseball and never see all of those same things happen together at the same place at the same time.
And with that, that brings us to the end of our show.
Thanks so much for reliving these great Baycats moments with us. Feel free to share this video and please remember to like and subscribe to Baycats TV. I'm Ben Davy along with Julius Hern. We'll see you back at the ballpark for Baycats baseball in May.